Yet it is precisely in observing the intertwinings of success and failure that Chasing the Flame makes its greatest mark. With piercing insight and relentless logic, it reveals the pitfalls of international politics and details an intricate struggle between individual and institution. It haunts us with the poignant truth that even a great man can only do so much to reinvent the world. A thesis is a claim that you can argue for or against. It should be something you can present persuasively and clearly within the scope of your paper, so keep in mind the page count. If possible, your thesis should also be somewhat original. The United States is currently the world's market for motor cars and trucks. An agent for the U.S. Bureau of Foreign and Domestic Commerce reports a prosperous condition prevailing in Japan, which is buying more automobiles, especially large cars, than ever before. The physical location of a restaurant in the competitive landscape of a city has long been known as a major factor in its likely success or failure. Once restaurants are established in such environments, they can do little about their location. All they can do is work to improve customer access to their premises. Restaurateurs often do this by engaging in battles with local authorities about car parking. Most babies start developing their hearing while still in the womb, prompting some hopeful parents to play classical music to their pregnant bellies. Some research even suggests that infants are listening to adult speech as early as 10 weeks before birth, gathering the basic building blocks of their family's native tongue. University of Adelaide researchers have uncovered fundamental new information about the malting characteristics of barley grains. They say their finding could pave the way to more stable brewing processes or new malts for craft brewers. Published in the journal Scientific Reports, the researchers discovered a new link between one of the key enzymes involved in malt production for brewing and a specific tissue layer within the barley grain. Written by 3 eminent professors, this book has been updated to reflect the shifts in sociological thought over the last 5 years, making it the most comprehensive, authoritative, and up-to-date dictionary available. It is essential reading for all students and teachers of sociology and related courses, as well as the general reader. Food is one of the most important things you'll ever buy, yet most people never bother to think about their food and where it comes from. People spend much more time worrying about what kind of blue jeans to wear, what video games to play, and what computers to buy. We all know about bacteria, viruses, and microscopic protozoa. We can watch the way these tiny agents move into our bodies and damage our organs. We have a growing understanding of how our body mounts defensive strategies that fight off these invaders, and we have built some clever chemicals to help mount an assault on these biovillains. We can see from the X-rays that at an early stage of painting, a window was painted in on the left side of the portrait. It seems there may have been 2 windows in the initial design, or the window was moved at an early stage. Many papers you write in college will require you to include quotes from one or more sources. Even if you don't have to, integrating a few quotes into your writing can add life and persuasiveness to your arguments. The key is to use quotes to support a point you're trying to make rather than just include them to fill space. On May 3, a couple of weeks later, Lincoln issued an executive order calling for 43,000 three-year volunteers for the Army and also increasing the size of the regular Army and Navy by 40,000 men. Both actions were in apparent violation of the Constitution. Participating regularly in physical activity has been shown to benefit an individual's health and well-being. Regular physical activity is important in reducing the risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease and stroke, obesity, diabetes, and some forms of cancer. The National Physical Activity Guidelines for adults recommend at least 30 minutes of moderate-intensity physical activity, preferably every day, to obtain health benefits. Since our graduate admission school is not centralized, each of the university schools and colleges admits students to its own programs. For information about specific program degrees, graduate applications, admission requirements and procedures, scholarships, and the status of your application, visit the individual school websites. We've spent a lot of money over the last 70 years on flood control, and it's protected millions of people and saved us billions of dollars. We've built dams to hold back the waters, built levees to keep the water off the people, and raised the ones that were originally started in 1718. Scholars build their own personal libraries to support not only particular projects but also general reading in their field. They buy or make photocopies of materials when possible so they can consult them frequently, mark passages, and write annotations on them. When moving into a new field, they add to their collections, usually concentrating on primary texts. The wonderful framework of mature trees creates a secluded, enclosed atmosphere that unites a great variety of plantings to inspire visitors in all seasons. Spring in the garden is marked by the leafing up and flowering of trees and the eruption of flowers in the bulb meadows and woodland understory.